S2 fighting for dear life here. He's just barely trying to plant down lurkers here. He's killed off the spore colony, so the observers can now get in, and the Archon's going to work on the lurkers as well. Everything is dying here. Drones are going to start going down pretty quickly. There is another spore colony in the back, but there's so many observers. S2 has done a terrible job. He has not been sniping any observers at all with Scourge, which is what you really need to do if you're going to try and use a lurker defense, at least to stall for time for the hive tech to come in. And here comes some DTs just to finish things off, and S2 just does not have anything to say about this. There's still a full squad of Corsairs just chilling there. I'm not sure what they're doing. They should be involved in this battle. Look at all those ripe overlords. Oh man, that would be so juicy. That would almost win the game right well. I mean, the game is pretty much won at this point. S2 desperately trying to plunk down hatcheries in his main base. I'm not sure why he's putting them down in his main. He could really use them elsewhere. Maybe he's going to try and desperately pump out units to try and save his main base here. He's lost his natural expansion, but now he's heading up the ramp. He's got Reavers in play again. The Reavers were killed off before. A shuttle has ferried in. A few more Reavers finally coming in with some Scourge. And Overlords to try and pick off observers. He's going to pick off that shuttle, it looks like, but now they're in the main. Forces in the main. Zerglings coming, getting a few shots off before dying. And once that, oh man, Hive is going to go down. The drone's running for dear life. I don't think they're going to make it alive. Oh, Scarab. Oh, Reavers fail. Well, not quite fail as much as miss their opportunity to kill a ton of drones in one shot. But this is it. This is curtains for S2. KT's Tempest is coming in with a clutch win against S2. The SKT T1 Zerg. That's S2 on the screen right now, looking very concerned. He is desperately trying to fight for dear life. He's trying to come back, trying to do some kind of a counterattack, morphing Hydralisks, trying to just pump out as many forces as possible with what money he has. He's not going to give up, not in the finals, until the very, very end. He's figuring if he can somehow get some counterattacks off and kill some of Tempest bases at the same time, he could maybe equalize the game. He's got 2 bases fully running, full drones, and as long as those are not under attack, he stands a chance is what he's figuring here if he can kill off some of his bases, but no. Oh man, that 4th base gets defended. He got the 4th base up, gets defended. Was that an Archon with 20 kills? I think it was. Oh man, this is just horrible. Here comes a little bit of a drop here. Oh, the drop's going to get shut down. Oh, no. I don't even know if he's got drop upgraded. They might have just been checking that spot out to see if the base was there, or maybe they were just running from something else. But this is just really a dire situation for S2. Again, this is the finals. You're not going to give up in the grand finals when your team is behind until the very, very bitter end. Tempest has actually come back from things worse than this when he had the single Dragoon that got 30 kills, 30 Marine kills against the Cheese. I guess he was never really too far behind here, but he's desperately trying to mount a defense area. If he can pick off some observers and fight with lurkers, he can hold out for a little bit longer, try and mount a defensive, try and mount some kind of a counterattack, try to get some lurkers dropped behind the supply lines. It's really what he needs to have been doing this whole time, is dropping lurkers. But no, I don't think there's anything he can do at this point. Storm's going off. He's just got storms to burn. He's got so many Templar here. Archon's destroying that hatchery, destroying the wall, protecting the very few sparse defenses that S2 had. He's got a new spawning pool up. But, oh man, this is just not good at all. DT's running around, killing his dudes, and this is just pretty much the end. There's only a few forces there left, so he may theoretically fight this off. And look at that. KT's Violet is just ecstatic, and SKT1's S2 GG's. He GG's. Tempest has won the 3rd game. 3rd game for KT. Oh man, and he is so stoked. He is ridiculously stoked. S2 looking crushed. Physically crushed in the game and looking emotionally crushed in his booth. Absolutely amazing play there. And he's going to strip and throw his shirt into the crowd. He is pumped. Oh, man. That is great. Not nearly as cool as Firebat Heroes Pro League Finals launch or down the way, jumping into the ocean. But everyone seems to be wanting to take off clothes today. Everyone's taking off best tore his shirt off, and here we have Tempest throwing his shirt into the crowd there. S2 is going to go and be comforted by his team, but his team can offer very little comfort right now. They are feeling a little bit crushed right now as well, so they are not in a very comforting mood. All of them are wondering what's going to happen. Are they going to lose right now? They've only got one game left to lose before they are out, and before they lose their shot at the championships here. And they have fought their way up from the playoffs here. At one point looking like they weren't even going to qualify for the playoffs, but SKT T1 fighting their way back into the playoffs here, struggling through some very tough opponents to get here to the finals. And wow, so things not looking good at all. Wow, just really, really tough situation here. So wow. So S2 losing the match, and SKT T1 is in dire straits. It looks as if the next match is going to be Hoja, representing KT, a Zerg player, versus Fantasy, the Terran ace for SK Telecom 1, and that makes sense. I mean, he's the kind of like, their last player. They got him and Hyuk left are kind of their stars. They've already played Best and Bisu and Kanata. Their other top mainstream, frontline players. So, anyway, things looking very, very, very bad. Very, very bad for SKT T1. But they are not out yet. They are not out yet. Fantasy is going to be playing against Hoja. If he can pull it out, then it would probably be Hyuk against Flash. And there's Hoja coming out there. And if Hyuk could somehow beat Flash, which is feasible, Hyuk has a tendency of somehow beating random players that are much better than him. Okay, I like to bag on Hyuk, but he is very solid when he needs to be. Anyway, anything's possible here. They are not out yet. The game is not over until the fat lady has sung. I've never understood that expression. I guess it's maybe from opera or something like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Let's move on and see if Fantasy can pull out a win and keep SKT T1 alive against Hoja in the Grand Finals Game 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thanks very much for watching. GG. And, yeah, this, like I said before, again, this is the finals. This is it. This is the best of 7. There's nothing else left after this. There's no second best of 7. It's all coming down to this. So SKT T1's got to be feeling pretty bad right now. We will see what happens in Game 4. I'm sorry, Game 5. See you there. GG.